really honor and privilege to be part of that world. And it's really unbelievable. I feel like you did it again.
Honestly, I just feel like the luckiest from that.
We wanted to have a very broad casting. It was a very broad range of ages and races, and what was important for us was that the best actress for the part would be cast. Eventually, we saw Leslie.
Among what was a goosebump moment.
Yeah, it was really like the whole time. Who is gonna be Barbara Gordon? I mean,
I'm talking about an upcoming live-action Batgirl movie.
Like that hit a nerve and felt like, okay, we're actually watching Barbara Gordon.
Forgot about this news, but I did see it.
Girly girl, but she also is so capable of being strong and being.
This actress from In the Heights was cast as Batgirl.
Herself, but she's also still just so sweet. A lot of times we focus a lot on the male superheroes, but it was really exciting to read for a female superhero that has that grit and like is very sincere and almost eager to prove herself. What's kind of fun about Barbara and Batgirl is that in this story she's discovering Batgirl for the first time, so she's getting to explore a duality she's always had in her personality, but it's this whole new side of her personality, a slightly kind of more daring, slightly less law-abiding side of her personality that we get to just have fun and play with.
We asked Leslie to train a lot. We want the fights to be, pretty realistic so that it feels more raw and more real and more relatable.
I'm really excited about the action. I mean, I'm training so hard and we're trying to get as much, learned in my body before I get there. So I'm excited about what that's going to actually look like once we have a suit and once we're on location figuring out those fight sequences. So that's really exciting to me. I'm a fashion girl too, so I'm just dying. I'm like looking at that girl behind me and I'm like, all right, I can see it.
We like that she has a cowl. That we can say. She will have a cowl. So it's not going to be the design with just the mask on the eyes.
It was so funny. It was one of the first questions I asked once we were on. I was like, so is she gonna have red hair? Cause I'm so ready.
Affirmative.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's Batgirl.
It's gonna have everything in the movie. All the emotion. Because it's gonna be a climax. It's gonna go crescendo, and then all the end. It's gonna be at the edge of the seat. And then at the end.
Can't wait. I'm so ready.
They definitely look super excited for it, so that's always nice.
While the Batgirl film is just about to begin production, we don't have to wait much longer to see how Titans is going to wrap up its season 3.
Standing by right now, we've got one of the cast from TV's Titans with some exciting news and an exclusive look into the near future.
Hey guys, Brenton Thwaites here. I played Dick Grayson and Nightwing in Titans on HBO Max. We're very happy that you guys have been enjoying season 3. We love making it, and it's good to know that it's landing on audiences, especially the hardcore true Nightwing fans, Titans fans. We're excited to be here at the DC Fandome. We're going to debut an exclusive clip from season 3 for you to see. And we really hope that finale, packs the punch and kind of lands for you guys. But first, we're going to announce something.
Breaking.
Hey, go. We practiced this. What are we going to announce?
News.
Season 4. We're going to announce. We're announcing season 4. Titans is going to go again. And we are very excited to go back to Canada and continue making this wonderful show. It's been a wild ride. I love making it. Toronto's a wonderful place to work, and this is such great, versatile, diverse content to be able to work on as an actor. But it is all thanks to you guys for watching it and enjoying it and demanding that they make another show, another season. Anyway, we're out. Thank you. See ya.
That was kind of cute. I never knew that was his native
Okay, Dick, I'm here. What do I do?
Okay, I need you to connect the router to the Wayne Manor main
accent.
slide the security panel
Or
straight up. It should come right off.
yeah, accent, right?
You should have told me about Jason. Would you have gone inside if I had? You still should have told me.
Oh shit.
I'm going in. Tell guard to cut the red wire and hook it up to the router.
The red wire? You never cut the red wire.
Cut the red wire.
Guard, it's me. Big left. He said cut the red wire.
What? No, you never cut the red wire.
I know, but that's what he said. What's happening?
We're in. Oh, shit.
What?
This is a security question.
What's the name of the one who got away?
Joker. Riddler. Oh. Tim, I've got one more try at this or I'm locked out.
Tim?
Try Selena Kyle.
Who's that?
Trust me.
Selina?
Is that Tim Drake, Robin?
Welcome.
Who's Selena Kyle?
It is now our privilege to introduce two larger-than-life characters. Both have amazing fighting skills, but one has equally impressive fighting skills.
Yeah. Please welcome Harley Quinn and King Shark.
Oh, hello, ladies, gentlemen, bays, and gays. Fancy meeting you here inside Starro's beehole. Look, we all know why I'm here, okay? To present a little something for season 3 of my show, which was announced in 1972, and here we are in 2021, and 2 whole generations of animators have been burning the midnight oil on it, and the season is still not finished. And those poor artists died of acute carpal tunnel for nothing.
Sorry to interrupt. Are you still vamping?
Yes. Did you get the season 3 footage from HBO Max?
It is currently being uploaded onto the Fandome server.
And this is only happening now because
The hard drive containing said footage looks like a piece of sushi, and I hate said hard drive.
but it's being uploaded.
It is.
So you passed the hard drive?
The hard drive is wireless, and it is very much still inside me.
Is it high speed?
Oh, my metabolism? Yes, I'm lucky. Oh, look, the producers are telling me it's ready to go.
Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for. A sizzle reel for Harley Quinn season 3 coming to HBO Max sometime in 2022.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. I've always wanted to say that.
So, what do we do now?
Let the Eat Bang Kill tour begin. Harley and Ivy are back. Send out the cards to whatever tabloid you work for and tell Ben Affleck I upper deck his fancy soda stream.
I'll bring Harley and Ivy to justice and then you'll change your
Always love a Ben Affleck reference.
To us. Together at last.
Partners in crime in every sense of the word.
So many surprise twists and turns, and I say that as someone who's already lived it.
I will admit that looks pretty great. Gonna be better, after the crayon guy, colors it in, and then the sound effects guy does the pew pew stuff, and the music guy does the thing with the guitars. Oh God, animation takes forever.
You're telling me? I'm sure they'll get around doing something cool the old que hombre. Any minute now.
Yeah, don't worry, you look great. Well, there you have it, folks. Enjoy the rest of Fandome, I guess, and please remember all the cool stuff you saw earlier, and not that.
And get ready for more of this soon. That's all I can move right now. Not too shabby.
Oh, okay, we're done here.
That was great.
Hola a todos mis compañeros fanáticos del cómic de DC. It's me, Gabby Camp, huge super fan of all things DC. And a big thank you to Harley Quinn and King Shark. Now that we know what is happening with all all of the other colorful characters in Gotham City, it is time to check in on the man himself. The 1990s award-winning show Batman the Animated Series was the first introduction to this iconic character for many current Batman fans. Fans were excited that original series creator Bruce Timm will be teaming up with James Tucker and two of the biggest names in television and film, J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves, to reimagine the series for a new generation. Let's check in with that dynamic group and see what they have planned for Batman Cape Crusader.
I'm J.J. Abrams, executive producer of Batman Cape Crusader.
I'm Bruce Timm, executive producer of Batman Cape Crusader.
I am Matt Reeves, executive producer of Batman Cape Crusader.
Hi, I'm James Tucker, and I am a co-producer on Batman Cape Crusader.
Warner's Animation asked if we would be interested in working with Bruce on a new animated Batman series, and Matt was working on the Batman film, so it just felt like an opportunity to collaborate, not just with Bruce, but one of my best friends, on a project that I knew would be incredibly meaningful to all of us.
One of my elevator pitch versions of this show is that it's more Batman animated series than Batman animated series. It kind of goes back to the original principles of the show that we originally came up with back in the early 90s. There was certain limitations on what we could do in terms of adult content, in terms of violence and adult themes. And my idea is basically to say, okay, it's 1990 again. I get to do what I want to do this time. I got JJ and Matt backing me up.
You know, in Bruce's world, in this new iteration, it's just Batman right now. There's not, the Justice League doesn't exist. There aren't any other superheroes. It's Batman. You're watching this lone figure swinging through the cesspool of Gotham. It's Batman alone.
He's Batman. I mean, whether he's wearing the mask or not, he's Batman. And Bruce Wayne is the mask. Bruce Wayne is a phony person. He's a construction that Batman has created to deflect suspicion from his activities.
So he's going to be very low-tech initially. You know, as he develops as a character, we'll start introducing those gadgets, and the audience can see how he developed the Batmobile using different prototypes. That's part of the fun of this series, is we're finding him discovering these things that most other Batman series, they already were there.
It really is an incredibly complex psychological story about someone who, in a way, needs to be redeemed, and that's kind of what at least this first season is about.
We've reconfigured some of the roles some of the characters have. We're starting before Batman has earned their trust, and they've earned Batman's trust, so there's nothing assumed. We don't know that Commissioner Gordon will be Batman's ally. The journey of the show is to see how they, eventually grow together and learn to trust, or not. Nothing is assumed in this series as far as what we're used to seeing in the world of Batman.
What this does is it gives us the opportunity to say, okay, well, the versions of Joker and Catwoman and Penguin, those versions that we did on Batman animated series were really great and iconic. But there's lots of different ways we can take those characters that we hope will be just as iconic and just as powerful.
Bruce pitched the concept of Cape Crusader, and he had the Strange Days short that was done for Batman's 75th anniversary. That was very old school film noir look. It was in black and white. And I think that's what really closed the deal on the pitch, because looking at that, they could see exactly what the show is going to look like. But, just so it's clear, the show won't be in black and white, unless I can talk Bruce into doing a special episode.
This new iteration is very much born of a noir sensibility.
Definitely heavy on the German expressionism / film noir kind of styling, set in the kind of timeless 40s world. If anything, we're probably going to lean into that even more in terms of authentic clothes and hairstyles and hats and vehicles and architecture. The way we deal with the characters is going to be quite a bit more modern in terms of inclusivity, representation, things like that.
Cape Crusader is something that, I feel honored to get to be part of the creative conversations, to get to help and support along with Matt, not just the vision for how they want to do it, but even in using new technologies, the opportunity to take advantage of literally techniques that didn't exist back when Bruce was doing the animated series.
It's an honor, and I'm thrilled to be able to work on this, but to be honest with you, the most exciting part is I can't wait to see how it turns out. I can't wait to see all of this come together. I'm a fan, and I just want to see what Bruce does.
That shit's gonna be dope. All of this was really exciting. I haven't watched the entire animated series, but I've seen
Sounds amazing,
a
but
good
the
amount of the
Crusader
episodes.
will air on Cartoon Network and HBO Max. I seriously can't wait for this one either. There's so much talent behind this series. And speaking of talent, let's take a look at your amazing Gotham-inspired art. Wow, I just love seeing your creations. Don't forget, Jim Lee will be announcing the winner at the end of the show. So stay tuned to see if you've been chosen. Do you like pizza? Have you ever wanted to be like the Batman? Then you will want to get your TikTok on with those pizza fanatics at Little Caesars who are partnering with the Batman film in theaters in 2022. To get in on the fun, record how you would navigate your everyday life if you were the Batman. Then tag your video with hashtag #BeLikeTheBatman on TikTok. To learn more, check out at Little Caesars Pizza on TikTok. We won't keep you in the dark. And here's something else to be excited about. A new DC mobile game announcement from Ludia. Looks like the most iconic DC superheroes and supervillains are going to be featured in a puzzle RPG. Mobile gamers, get your fingers ready for DC heroes and villains.
The interesting thing about power is not whether it's used for good or evil.
Still there?
Or is it that even the greatest power can be lost in an instant?
I think we're coming up to the end of the show, the Batman trailer. I'm ready.
Identities crumble. The line between hero and villain blurs. And extinction draws near. Enter a crisis where sworn enemies will be forced to unite. The fate of the universe
What the hell is that?
in your hands.
We have some exciting news for fans of collectibles. Here to tell us about it is legendary comic book artist and founder of McFarlane Toys, Todd McFarlane.
Hey, thanks, Candace, and I hope you're enjoying yourself, and so are all the fans out
I didn't
there
know he
today.
started a toy
I'm
company.
here to talk to everybody about McFarlane Toys, my company, and DC Direct. We just started a partnership, but basically I'm going to take all the things that we're good at and continue to do all the things that DC Direct has been doing. So here's a couple of things to look forward to. We're going to continue the Batman Black and White series, which is over 100 different statues already. We're going to do the Harley Quinn Red, White, and Black series. We're going to continue doing the DC Designer series, so look forward to all of that. This is just the beginning right now. One of the early statues we want to announce is the Joker Purple Craze from the artist Greg Capullo, who I think is one of the best in the business. It comes from the pages of the Batman Death of the Family that both Greg and writer Scott Snyder popularized. I've been waiting a long time to finally get to the Batman movie, and it's coming. One of the things we're going to be doing is a statue of the Robert Pattinson Batman, and it's based on the concepts and the costume and the reference that was given to us directly from the producers and director, so that we're going to make it as authentic as possible. Take a look at it. It's going to be
All of these fucking toys look dope.
The thing I'm looking forward to the most is continuing the Batman Black and White line. It's the longest running statue line that's been out there in collectible history. Number one, get some of the upcoming collectibles.
Keeps cutting out.
Including Dwayne Johnson has Black
I think he's frozen. Okay, maybe we're back.
Welcome to Shazam Theory of the Gods and Batman's new trailer debut.
We got one more thing left. I'll probably cut off the stream after Shazam, and I'll just do a separate video for my Batman trailer reaction. Because my Wi-Fi is going in and out right now, so I don't want to miss that reaction.
And more as they take on an ever-evolving DC universe. And this just in, you can watch the first episode of the new season for free after the show on DCFandome.com, but there's still so much to come on in Hall of Heroes that you may want to finish watching our show before you jump over to watch them all. Until then, here's a sneak preview of Season 4 of Young Justice.
The heroes of Young Justice have grown into leaders. McGann, Connor, and Garfield are on the phone. Right now, fighting bad guys is the least of their worries.
At some point, we decide who we want to be.
No one on the team is perfect.
You broke the rules. Makes me want to break some rules too.
And sometimes, being a superhero isn't so super at all.
There are some things you just can never prepare for, and some things you can never get over. What do I do?
This narration is funny. For what the show is actually showing is the
Surrender or die.
That was my favorite clipboard. This season, they'll fight for something more.
No more meddling. You'll all die today.
The choices they make.
We decide who we want to be.
Man, for a minute, I thought I lost you too.
Will alter the DC universe forever.
holy shit.
Young Justice Phantoms, now streaming.
I like it.
DC Fandome is the only place to be for the latest and the greatest DC news and upcoming projects. I am Terry LTM, and to say I'm thrilled to be here with the best fans in the world is a complete understatement. This is beyond exciting. Now, up next, another first. The talented and revolutionary writer, director, and producer, Eva DuVernay, is officially making her first show at HBO Max. Eva has joined force with writer Roberto Patino to bring you DMZ, based on the comic of the same name. The show takes place in the future, where America is caught up in the Second Civil War, leaving Manhattan in ruins. The resilience of community and the human spirit is really what stands out in this 4-part limited series, starring Rosario Dawson and the Jabby Brad. Now, over to Eva and Roberto to hear more.
Hi, I'm Ava DuVernay.
I'm Roberto Patino.
And we're here today to talk about our hot new DC comic adaptation, DMZ.
It's a story about a fractured people that are coming together, where we have a civil war between the Free States of America and the United States of America. And our story takes place 8 years into that DMZ, where the rule of law is basically dictated by the most powerful person at any point in time, and that could change from block to block.
So you have people who are in the city who've basically been abandoned, and the big kind of thrust of the story is an outsider comes in and she turns everything upside down. And that roller coaster ride, that adventure is one of the things that I love most about your script, and one of the reasons why I had to direct it, I had to be involved. Let's talk a little bit about Rosario Dawson and the character of Alma.
Alma was inspired by one of the most fascinating characters in the comic book, and also one of the most underserved characters in the comic book, named Z, who is this fearless medic. I really took the creative guardrails off and dove into the spirit of Z and reinvented her. You know, this show is a bit of an origin story for one of the best characters in the graphic novel. She comes out the other side with a whole new understanding of what her place in this world ought to be.
I mean, the thing is like a beautiful, chaotic, messy, grappling with gender and who can do what and what power looks like and who really has the power. This is exemplified through Parko, played by Benjamin Bratt, and Wilson, played by Hoon Lee. And these are two actors, Roberto, they came to play.
Man, Parko Delgado is this guy who said, you know what, I am the law. I am the power here. And who I am and what I say I am, no one's going to challenge me on that if I say it with enough resolve. Wilson, on the other hand, is about the opposite side of that, where everybody gets to make truly free choices in the DMZ. They get to decide who they want to be. And the result of that is this patchwork of gangs and tribes and outfits, and Wilson sees that as a marvel.
Because that's what the DMZ is. It is set in a world that's just a few moments into the future. And it speculates what would we be if we let the worst of our divisions get to us. I just think it's super cool. It's also important in ways that allow us to consider ourselves now and what we want to be going forward. We're just pleased and proud that
wow, this looks really interesting. I've never heard of it.
HBO Max. And, you know, it's just been a pleasure working with you, my friend. I can't wait to do it again and again.
Indeed, it's been such a pleasure working with you too, and I honestly cannot wait for the world to see DMZ. It's a world I'm thrilled to share with audiences, and especially with the DC fans.
Same here. Well, thank you to DC for having us, and we'll see you on HBO Max very soon.
And Rosario Dawson is always great too.
DMZ isn't the only DC project from the brilliant Ava DuVernay. She's also bringing the fans Naomi, inspired by the amazing DC comic of the same name from writers Brian Michael Bendis, David Walker, and artist Walt Campbell. Naomi stars this incredible actress, Casey Walfall. Hi Casey, great to see you.
Hi Candace, it's so great to be here.
Everyone is so jazzed for Naomi, and I am loving the diversity that's become the norm in the DC universe. How does it feel to be a part of the DC family?
It's an honor to be a part of the DC family. I, for so long, have watched shows like The Flash and a bunch of other DC TV and movies, so it's really special to me and very full circle for me. And everyone who I've talked to within the DC universe has been incredibly welcoming, which makes me really happy, and it's been so exciting. I'm really excited for people to see this character that is so special to them within the comics on TV, and since she's so fairly new to the DC universe, there's a lot of room to grow within the character and within the story, and it's something that we haven't seen yet within the DC universe.
How did you prepare for the role of a teenage superhero?
Preparing for the role of a teenage superhero isn't so hard for me because I started the show when I was 16. Naomi is 16, I'm 17 now. So our lives, they often overlap as I'm reading the scripts. I get to pull from my family and my friends and things that I'm going through. And when you're a teenager, it's really crucial when you're figuring out your identity and who you are and what you like and what you don't like, which is a lot of what goes through Naomi's head throughout the story. It's a superhero show, but it's also a coming of age story. When it comes to the part of preparing for the superhero part, I can't relate to the supernatural part of the story, but I can relate to being a good person and doing good deeds, which is a huge part about being a superhero. And I've also read the comics. When I first booked the show, I got the series of the comics, and I've also read the Justice Leagues that she's in, and I'm an avid reader, so getting into comics is something that the show has started me on.
What makes Naomi different from the other female superheroes out there?
Well, as I said before, she's a fairly new superhero, so there's a lot of room for growth, but honestly, she's a young female black teenage superhero, which is really special because that's something that we rarely see a character have their own comics and to have on TV. And I think what also sets her apart is her character and her heart. She's incredibly confident. She loves the people around her. She's incredibly driven, incredibly smart, and isn't afraid to show it. And although there are a lot of Naomis and people like Naomi in real life, those aren't always shown on TV, so I think it'll be really special. I also think what makes it different is the unique characters within the setting of the show. And the creatives in the team and the crew and the cast, they make it even more special, so I'm really excited for people to see the show.
Thanks, Casey. Thanks so much for being here. Let's give the fans a little teaser of what's coming their way in this DC News Flash, featuring Naomi.
Now, are we ready to begin? What's going on?
Annabelle says there's a stunt happening in the square. Something to do with Superman.
I'm in this by my side. Bathroom break. 10 minutes. I'll be right back.
About to pass out. Interesting. I wonder if that's tied with Superman and Lois.
Hi everyone, I'm Asher Angel. I can't believe I'm here in the Hall of Heroes celebrating all things DC with you, the greatest fans in the entire multiverse.
But I couldn't wait to tell you that we just finished shooting the sequel to probably your favorite DC movie of all time, featuring the only teenager to ever take a subway ride to the Rock of Eternity, Philly's own Billy Batson. The new movie is called Shazam.
You see what I did there? Because in the movie, when he says, "Hey, I'm Zachary Levi, and let me tell you something," our new movie, Shazam Theory of the Gods.
It's funny that he's more childlike
It's like
than
the fate of Philadelphia.
the actual child.
Probably, I don't know, actually the entire world is in my hands, but this time, the family and I, we're up against some seriously scary villains. Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu. My real life alter ego, Master Angel.
So she's gonna be in
We
this
had such a great time making this movie with our director, David Sandberg, and the rest of our cast, Jack and Megan and Adam and Ross and Grace, BJ and Ian and Jovan and Faith. There were so many, and like our new cast members, like Rachel Zegler. We just wanted to take you behind the scenes to join in the fun during the making of Shazam.
Your suits.
Hello, my name is Zachary Levi. You should have a little tag. And I play Shazam. We all established something very special in the first movie. And in Shazam Theory of the Gods, we expand on that. Now fans balance their life with being superheroes.
This is where you hang out with your superhero friends, isn't it?
These goddesses come to our world. Our incredible new villains, Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren. She's kick-ass as Calypso. We have mythological...
This looks really cool.
Minotaurs, harpies, dragons. When I talk about upgrades, we got an upgrade, a huge upgrade in the suit. Bigger action sequences.
Everything. They definitely upped the fucking budget on this second one.
Eternity, Library of Eternity, to the realm of the gods. So we get to go to the environments that we never explored in the first one.
We have it all.
Shazam Theory of the Gods takes the excitement and the action to a whole new level.
It's going to be more of a spectacle.
It's fun all around. You're in store for a treat, y'all.
Hell yeah, we are. From the looks of it. 2023.
You know, it doesn't matter how many times I yell.
That shit looks really good, man.
I still can't fly. I also never seem to turn into a superhero. Oh well, I'll just keep trying. Alright guys, let's keep the action going. Wonder Woman, who's been having a great year, getting ready to celebrate her 80th anniversary. Let's take a look back at a few highlights from her extraordinary story.
Wonder Woman is one of the original superheroes. She is a universal character.
Rihanna's values are built in her. It's all about love and compassion and humanity and peace and inclusiveness. It's part of who she is, and that's what makes her so special. Shall we? She believes in good, and her optimism radiates hope to the world.
She's been around.
Yes, we shall bring back
forward at a certain
the
time
Snyderverse.
and just kind of evolved throughout the ages.
We all were Wonder Woman on the playground, and I love that she elicits that in people and makes people feel like they could be Wonder Woman.
Happy 80th.
We are so excited to get to be here and get to talk about the spirit of Wonder Woman.
When I think about myself as a child, learning about the character and watching Linda and how much it meant to me and how much it went on to mean to me over the years, you know, getting to be a part of the passing of the torch of this amazing character into the world is incredible.
It was an honor to and an excitement for me to go to see your movie, Patty. I know what it was like from the inside out, and I know what the legacy meant to me. And when I created the character, it wasn't on the comic book page for kindness and her goodness. Her strength was a lasso of truth, and it was defensive things, and that meant something to me because we know
what Wonder Woman is. We, not just you and me, but the women out there and the women that have come behind us and with us and through us, and I hope that they can see what that is in their own lives. Gives me sort of chills talking about it.
Beautifully said, Linda.
It's so much more than a comic book character. It is an idea and an essence. And as a matter of fact, I wrote a song for you and for Gal, and based on an original lyric that I had started for my husband. But when I did your movie, I finished writing this song that comes out in October, actually, called Human and Divine. And it's about the love of Wonder Woman.
And I can't wait to hear it, because it's incredible, and I'm so excited for it to be heard by the world. Here's the interesting thing. I think that Wonder Woman was controversial at the time that she came out. To my deep surprise, she was controversial still when you did it, Linda, because I remember all of the conversation about, were you too beautiful? Were you too kind? Were you too loving? Interesting to me that even when we made the film, it was still controversial that she could be all of those things at once. And that, to me, is the essence of Wonder Woman. I find ourselves to be in such a lucky place in time right now as it relates to Wonder Woman, because I actually think she is the most relevant superhero of our times, because at this moment, I think values are incredibly important. And the values of being capable of doing more than fight and challenging yourself to be a superhero of love, compassion, kindness, goodness, patience, all of these things, and be willing to fight, even physically, to stand up for those things is what matters right now.
It is certainly not my invention or yours, but it feels like I'm a part of something. And that we take on to the next generation of fans. And that is my hope for the future, certainly, and your hope for the future. What you, in Wonder Woman 3, which I can't wait to hear you come out with any...
You can't wait to hear me not talk about.
I can't wait to hear you not...
When we get to this...
Okay, not talk about, oh my God, not talk about, oh, but it's coming, everyone. Wonder Woman 3 is coming, and even if I did know, you'd have to kill me to have me talk about it, but I don't.
Thank you. No, we're super excited about Wonder Woman 3, and Gal is who's so bummed not to be here, who's the busiest person in the world with now three little kids and shooting. So she was so bummed not to be able to be here, but we are all three very excited about some.
Can't wait for her Netflix movie with Black Adam, The Rock.
Pretty cool. Who would have thought in my life, at this time in my life, that this gift would just present itself to me? And that's so cool, and that's what I'm hoping for all of the fans of Wonder Woman and all of the fans to know that your life is full of surprises.
And also one version of Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds.
Is,
I think it's called Red Notice. I think it's coming out pretty soon.
I am just in awe of these women, Patty and Linda, and to you, the fans. Wonder Woman is all about celebrating the strength and wonder in all of us and creating a more respectful and open world. That's why we're so excited to launch our new content series, Real Wonder, with our partners at Unilever. Real Wonder is a year-long celebration of Wonder Woman's 80th anniversary. And together with Dove, we're committed to creating and celebrating everyday women who make the world a more beautiful and confident place. We'll share real-world stories by real women who are using their everyday superpowers to help create real wonder and change in their communities. We're looking for women who aspire to ensure that the next generation grows up helping young people raise their self-esteem and realize their full potential. Check out the website.
Alright, I'm gonna cut off the stream there, and I'm gonna get ready for the Batman second trailer.
Let's take a look at a special collection of fan art that celebrates the icon on her 80th anniversary. Here are just some of the truly wonderful creations sent in by the fans of the original, the most genuine, the pop culture icon.